Hi all, welcome to e-learning. I am Kalpana, Assistant Professor, Department of Management from St. Joseph College of Arts and Science for Women. Today we are going to see the topic data collection. Data collection is the process of gathering and measuring information on variables of interest. So, data collection is the first step in research process. Without data collection, we cannot conduct a research. So, data collection is the most important part in the research. So, we'll collect data from different peoples and we will test and evaluate the outcomes. So it involves systematically obtaining, observing, or measuring data to answer our research questions. So collecting reliable data ensures the findings are based on the facts rather than assumption. Okay, our findings should be based on the facts. So for that findings, data collection will be helpful. So reliable data collection will only helpful for the better results. Quality data enable the researchers, organization and policy makers to make a correct, that is an informed decision. So data collection will help the researchers to make a correct decision. Next, importance of data collection in research. So these are some importance of data collection. As I said earlier, data collection is a very first step in the research. Okay, without data collection, we cannot conduct the research. Some people will collect fake data, but reliable data only will give you the better results because by this research you are going to take one decision. So data collection will help the researchers to take a decision. That is the main importance of data collection, and it will provide accurate information and it supports decision making. It validates the research findings and it helps to identify the current trends and patterns, and it ensures the research objectives are met, and it facilitates comparison and supports predictive analysis, and it improves credibility and reliability of research. Next one topic is types of data. In data we have two types, that is based on nature and based on source. Under based on nature we have two more types, qualitative data and quantitative data. Qualitative data is a categorical data and quantitative data is a data numerical data. Next it is based on source. Based on source we have primary data and secondary data. Okay, based on nature, first we see qualitative data. It is a categorical data, right? Okay, qualitative data is a categorical data. It is a non-numerical information. For example, you are going to collect a gender details, color of eyes, religion, occupation. These are the non-numerical data. And in qualitative data, we have two types, nominal data and ordinal data. Nominal data means categories without order. For example, blood group, we don't have order. That will go like A positive, B positive, AB, O negative, O positive, like that it will go. There will be no order. In ordinal data, the categories with a logical order but no fixed difference between the ranks. For example, customer satisfaction level. They will give only three levels, poor, average, good. So these two are the types of qualitative data. Next one is quantitative data, that is numerical data. So numerical data itself we can understand the age, height, weight, income. These data can be measurable in quantity. So in quantitative data also we have two types, discrete data and continuous data. Discrete data means it is countable and it is full of whole numbers. Okay, number of children means 15, na, it is countable. Okay, next continuous data. So it could be measured on a scale with decimals. Example, height 16.5 centimeter, weight 50 kg, like that. Okay, these can be measurable on a scale, and discrete data can be countable, that is whole numbers, that is quantitative data. Next, based on source. Based on source we have two types, primary data and secondary data. Primary data is nothing but a primary source of data refers to the original first-hand information collected directly by the researcher for a specific study or purpose. Okay, I am going to start this research. I am the first person who is conducting research. So I am collecting data personally. So that is the first-hand data. Okay, primary source of data. This data is gathered from the source itself without being altered, interpreted, or published by others. So I solely collected the data. Okay, so that is called primary data. Examples for primary data is surveys, direct interviews, and direct experiments, direct observations, and questionnaires. These are all come under primary sources of data. The next one is secondary data. So secondary data, it is opposite to primary data. So the already collected data, that is called secondary data, already collected by someone else for another purpose, but we use that for research. For example, generally they used to take government reports. Okay, survey, government will take survey, population survey, like that. We use that survey for our research. So that is called secondary data. And examples of secondary data will be, as I said, government reports, books, journals, online data. These are some examples of secondary data. Okay, thank you.